Hey, how's it going today, guys? Today we're here to discuss and critique the film The 400 Blows. All right, The 400 Blows is a movie directed by the world-known Francois Truffaut. He was a director back during the age of the new French wave. Now, this was a group of directors that wanted to take things in a different direction. They didn't do the standard cuts. They would go to straight cuts, rough cuts, however you would put it, but it was a different flow of a film. Now, Francois Truffaut, with this classic masterpiece, The 400 Blows. Let's start with our main character, Antoine Daniel. All right, Antoine is an adolescent teenager who, like most of us, growing up went through a lot of problems in his life. But it wasn't problems to the fact of something that was just insurmountable. It was daily problems, but didn't really matter because each day and each situation that came and presented itself to Antoine just made things get a little bit better. Now, the entire movie, he wasn't going through problems per se, the entire film. You know, there were times where it was lighthearted moments when his mom would tell him like, hey, I used to go through this thing when I was a child. You know, I used to do this, that, and the third, and everything is gonna be okay. You shouldn't really worry about anything, you know, stuff like that. Now, Antoine also had a good friend. His good friend by the name of Rene was always there. And it was kind of a dual yin and yang relationship. You had Antoine was more of the rough and tough guy, but really wasn't that bright. But Rene was the person that came around and kind of smoothed things out. Now, the great thing about The 400 Blows, in my opinion, is first of all, it's a masterpiece. I mean, just the cinematography, some of the shots, the long shot where he's running, and you can see a forest area behind him was pretty immaculate. Some of the shots where you see all the children gathering within the student halls, just everything about this film screams, you know, masterpiece. All right, we see through the progression of the film, we're introduced to Antoine. He goes through this problem and then that problem and then this problem and then that problem. And then we're introduced with some knowledge about his life that he had no clue, that his father, who he thought was his father, was really not his father. All right, and this impacted Antoine very deeply. However, this film does a great job of showing you the complexities of just everyday life as a teenager. Now, back in this era of making films in the French New Wave, it was one of the films that people hadn't really seen before, but when they saw it, most critics back in those days considered this film to be an instant masterpiece. All right, it was recommended for several awards at all the film festivals, to include the highest. It was nominated for the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. This movie, in my opinion, was a great movie. It was kind of like the movie that I watched called Woman on the Run. It was a black and white film back in the day, and I had no clue about what it was, but after watching this movie, The 400 Blows by Francois Truffaut, I can honestly say it has depth, it has character, it has emotions, it has reality, it has harsh truth, it has joy, pain, sadness, all that wrapped up together in a bundle created by the great, renowned Francois Truffaut. So if you get a chance, please go out and watch this film, The 400 Blows. It's an amazing film. Even if you don't like the classical era, you can watch it on the Criterion Collection. Amazing movie. Yeah, this is it.